How's your day been so far? Not a very talkative guy. And Tori, how's your senior year been so far?
You know, it's been okay, kind of stressful.
How's your time been here in St. Mary's so far?
I love the football team. The teachers are really nice, and the community is really cool.
How's your senior year been so far?
My senior year has been great. We got baseball season coming up.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's going to be a great year. That's all I got to say.
You want to try it?
Yeah, let's try it.
You're on camera.
Yeah, that's fine.
You back out now, like everyone's gonna make fun of you.
Give it to me now.
Hold this.
Origin, get on Origin.
Whatever you want. How you feeling?
Ah, great.
How's volleyball going to do this year?
I think we're going to do good. You know, we have a really strong team. We haven't lost the last 4 games, so I hope we continue to do that.
What you reading, Mr. Sal? Wow, that is a fabulous book.
Had hot sauce. I think it was 135,600 Scoville units. It's called The Bomb. Put me through a lot of pain. I can only imagine what it did to everyone else. Could not get enough of this.
Arjun, how you feeling?
Oh, that one really hit.
Yeah? Oh yeah. Not dead yet.
Not dead.
Oh boy. Here we go. Oh shoot. Oh boy. How's your life?
Just bad.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrible.
Why is that?
I'm crying.
Yeah.
It's hot in the back of my throat.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Why?
It hurts.
Why?
I cannot explain. I'm literally crying right
Just
now.
spit on me.
Yes, I know.
Thank you for your time, Mr. LaSalle.
to this live streaming open house experience. My name is Molly.
I'm Mark.
And we are part of the communications team at St. Mary's, which means we broadcast live morning announcements and come up with fun and educational content for the community at St. Mary's.
And every morning we appear here. Either we have short lessons or we spend up an entire 20 minutes. If you want to get us to know, if you want to get to know us a little better, here's a little video.
This live stream will be a mix of interviews and videos and updates about what's happening here at Open House. Very, very soon, any minute now, we will get Miss Payne, our admissions director, coming in here for a very special interview. And yeah, we're very excited to have her here.
Here is a little brochure packet of all the activities we do have here at St. Mary's. We and all the departments. If you want one of these, be sure to drop by the school, the actual open house. It has a lot of information on it. And also make sure to keep live for all the interviews where you'll hear questions and answers from teachers at these departments.
This is going to be an exciting show, live TV. We got our very own Brother Dan at the helm.
Hi, Brother Dan.
Shout out to Brother Dan. He helps us with all the morning announcements. He is the communications guru here at St. Mary's. And we have Miss Payne coming in here right now. Welcome, Miss Payne.
Hello, hello, hello.
Have a seat.
If you could put on that mic over there so we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, there we go. Just like that? Is that good?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, hi.
Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for having me. Thank you guys for being here for open house and live streaming. My name is Miss Payne. Where do I look?
This camera right
there
over
you
here.
go. Hi. I'm Miss Payne, the Director of Admissions here at St. Mary's. Welcome to our open house. Our open house starts at 1 o'clock, 1 to 3. Please come down, check us out. We have all of our coaches, administration, faculty here. Great way to learn more about our campus. We also have some presentations. Come hang out with the Panther and get to know our kids and our community. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Ms. Payne.
Is that it?
Is there anything, what are you most excited for people to see here at the open house?
It's just a whole experience. I think it's good to see the kids. I think hanging out with you guys, hearing our band play.
Ooh.
I think it's the jazz ensemble is performing.
That's exciting.
We have National Honor Society for Dance is also performing today. Dr. Imperial is speaking. All of our coaches are here, so I know there's always a lot of questions about athletics. So I just think it's a great time to get to know every part of our community.
Yeah, the footage you just saw was at the cross with the Panther. Jacob and Tommy are our correspondents here. You'll be seeing plenty of them as they explore activities today at Open House.
Very exciting.
Okay. Thank you guys.
Thank you,
Of course,
Ms.
thank you
Payne.
for coming
I
over.
can take it off now?
Yeah.
Okay, thank
Go
you.
ahead.
I gotta
Ms.
get back to
Payne.
work. Thank you.
Yes, a busy lady over here.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, Miss Payne. And
Well, as you can see, our studio is all decked out for our holiday shows. We got a lot of school spirit here at St. Mary's.
lot.
We go all out.
Mrs. Moose.
This is the Moose. We're very proud of him. So why don't we give a little rundown of what's happening in the open house today? We've got lots of fun speakers and sessions. At 1 o'clock, we have a welcome from Mr. Lawrence Puck, our president, and Miss Payne, who you just saw, and that will be in the auditorium.
And at 1:15, we will have academic vision success goals from performance to mastery, given a talk given by Dr. Imperial, our school principal.
You do not want to miss this.
No.
He is a fabulous speaker.
He will also be talking at the St. Mary's Auditorium.
And also at 1:15, we have a freshman course placement with Miss Molinelli and Mr. Lawson in Brennan, room 413.
A lot of important information in that one.
Oh yes, definitely.
And at 1:30, Miss Payne, who we just heard from, will be talking about the admissions process in Frady's Memorial Hall, room 313.
And at 1:30, we have academic support and learning differences with Miss Panlilio, one of our counselors, and Mr. Dr. Imperial as well, in the auditorium.
Yep. And next we will have at 1:45, Building Community at St. Mary's College High School, given by Miss Walton, our Inclusive Community Director, and Mr. Riccardi in Frady's Memorial Hall, room 311. They do a lot of important stuff on campus.
Yes, don't miss that one. And also at 1:45, we will have teacher time and interdisciplinary initiatives with our Dean of Academics, Dr. Sarah Troiani, in Frady's room 327.
And at 1:50, Mr. Puck will be and Miss Nunley will be talking about St. Mary's Lasallian mission in Brennan Hall, room 413.
And also at 1:50, we will have Miss Molinelli, Miss Dufala, and Mr. Rao talk about student life here on campus. That includes student government, school spirit, all the fun athletics and performance opportunities here at St. Mary's.
And at 2:15, we will have a parent panel at the St. Mary's Auditorium for any questions that you might have.
At 2:15 as well, we have academic support and learning differences once again with Miss Panlilio in the auditorium as well.
In case you missed it the first time.
Exactly. We got you covered here.
And at 2:20 p.m., we will have another building community at St. Mary's College High, given by Ms. Moulton and Mr. Riccardi again. Yeah.
Lovely.
Same place.
And then at 2:20, we have What is Epistemology with one of our philosophy teachers, Mr. Sutphin. You will not want to miss this. Epistemology was definitely one of my favorite classes here at St. Mary's. It's required for all juniors and sophomores to take.
And St. Mary's has general philosophy requirements throughout the St. Mary's curriculum, so you really want to make sure to see this.
Yes.
And at 2:30, there will be another freshman course placement held by Miss Molinelli and Mr. Lawson in Brennan Hall.
Fun times.
Yeah.
And also at 2:30, we will have the admissions process once again with Miss Payne for all the tips and tricks for getting into St. Mary's.
Exactly.
I think.
And at 2:40, Mr. Filson, Mr. Lawson, and Miss Panlilio will be talking about the freshman experience in Frady's Memorial Home.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
What was your freshman experience like,
It was
Mark?
pretty good. It was pretty good.
At 2:40, we will have Academic Vision, Success, and Goals from Performance to Mastery by Dr. Imperial once again in the auditorium. You will not want to miss this.
At least go to one.
Yes. Or both.
Or both, if you love Dr.
See it
Imperial
twice.
so much. I would.
And let's see.
So what's next? What's next?
What's next? Ooh.
That's it for the
That's it.
That's it for
That
the
is
main
that
event.
is the open house.
Yep.
So many cool opportunities.
Do we have interviewee?
One of our correspondents over here.
Corey's busy.
Oh,
No.
Karen, get over here. This is Taryn, one of the Spirit and Athletics Director. She's getting onto the bench. And currently, you're looking at the open house while she's getting mic'd up. But a lot of people are coming over, so if you really want to be a part of this, make sure to come here.
Be like these cool people.
Exactly.
Taryn, why don't you tell us a little bit about being a Spirit and Athletic Director at St. Mary's?
Well, my main job here is to encourage students to participate and go to the sporting events and to participate in the Spirit with rallies and just like overall like try to bring in Spirit points for your class, because I think the Spirit here, like when we're all in Spirit, it's just great. It's such a great like vibe and environment. Everyone, like, it's just fun like that. We also talk about the athletics and other events that are going on campus, and encourage, again, the students to come to those and earn Spirit points from that. And yeah, just overall, bring the Spirit to the campus and all that fun stuff.
How are the athletics going so far this year?
The athletics have been really good. Football won TCAL, our girls volleyball team won TCAL, both of them undefeated as well, which was crazy. And our girls varsity cross country, they went, I'm pretty sure, undefeated as well. It was great. I think like a lot of the sports had a fantastic season in the fall season. Winter, we'll just see. I mean, it's early in the season, so it's going to be very interesting. So far, the teams are looking pretty good. Lots of potential, so it's going to be exciting.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to tell the St. Mary's community about your experience at St. Mary's?
Well, I've had a very good and positive experience here. It's been really fun just like participate, like going to the volleyball games and all that. It's really fun when like a lot of the students go to those, because it just makes people want to go to them more, and it's so lively, and I really think it like kind of makes our community bond a little bit more and like become more together, and it's just so fun being a part of these really fun experiences.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Taryn, for
Thank you.
stopping by.
Taryn,
Oh, yes.
Got a question from Brother Dan
Oh,
over
boy.
here.
you and Arjun
Yes.
put together a little video.
We did.
Tell
We
the
haven't
people.
seen it yet. Should we show it now?
The 4-minute video?
Yes.
We should see it.
I'm
I
so
think
down to
this is
see
the
that.
time, yeah.
This is the fun. Oh, yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Rubber Dan, roll
Roll the
clip.
clip.
Give us some background.
Okay,
okay.
so the background is that this was the TCAL championship night. It was crazy. There were a lot of people. You know, this was like, it all came down to this moment. Are we going to take home the TCAL championship? Who knows, you know, like it was crazy. There's lots of back and forth during Albany High School and St. Mary's, but I mean, you got to watch the video to figure out like what happens. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Rubber Dan, roll the
All
clip
right,
now.
Panthers, we're here. It
Now.
is
Gotta
6:40,
see it.
Wednesday, October 19th. Game starts at 7. They're warming up over there. This is us before the win. Obviously, we won.
Apparently, the last 2 games we played against them, we won in 3 sets. So this is an easy dub. We won. We've won. We won.
Ready for NCS and ready to kick some butt. Bring that NCS there. And let's go to state, baby. We got clear steal. I day one for real right here. Number one, baby, number one. How are you feeling right now? I'm ecstatic. I'm so happy. Does it feel last year playing volleyball?
I'm so sad. It's so bittersweet. But could not have asked for a better team this year.
What are we winning next?
NCS! Yes! And then what are we winning? State! Yeah!
MVP of the TCAL League.
How do you feel about that? Wow, it's exciting. It's kind of crazy. Very unexpected. How did you feel about the season from the beginning? We realized there was something different.
How are we feeling on NCS?
I'm feeling hopeful.
Okay, we love to hear it.
I'm here with Victoria.
Victoria, how do you feel right now?
Undescribable. I don't know how to describe it.
How does the season feel like overall?
Great, we're undefeated. Still.
So true. I say it till this day, you have been my favorite server. You're my favorite.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, I used to suck.
Sophia, how do we feel about the game?
So good.
She's a winner? Look at Dr. Imperial.
Look at Dr. Imperial.
He's winning the pay ball.
What's up with that?
What's up with that? Aaron, hit the nets. Hey.
There you go. Yeah! I love you, Sophia! There you go.
just won the first set. We just won the first set.
It was a hard win, but the Panthers came back so strong. Here's Van Noort with so many amazing serves. It was incredible.
It was incredible. Yeah, it's exhilarating.
Like,
my heart is pumping right now.
Pumping.
No.
Goosebumps are fist pumping. How did you feel during that set?
No, it was a little bit iffy, but after we started getting points, we started doing good, we warmed up, we ready, we're gonna win! Yeah! How do you feel? God!
I like this song.
That's
This
fine.
to you.
This song is very good.
Happy clap along. Happy this is to you.
What's your interview? I'm here with cheerleader Rainey Coyle. Rainey, what do you have to say about the game?
We're gonna win.
Finish! Yes! What do you have to say about that performance?
We're definitely gonna win.
Go Panthers!
How are we feeling after the second set?
Fantastic. We're about to 3-0 them. It's amazing.
How do you think we're gonna go into the next set?
A lot of energy, very intense, and we're gonna win 25-0 in this set.
25-0.
25-0 is crazy. I think we're gonna do it.
It's gonna happen. Thank you so much, Jaden Jones.
Of course.
Oh, it's a glitch in the system.
Glitch in the system. Yeah, we're still winning.
We're up by 5 points. I like the dark wood, the red.
Yeah. Look at the sound. The sound is perfect.
The curtains.
The curtains. Oh my God, the curtains. Greatest serve of the game. Look at the scoreboard. That's crazy. They're really talking smack.
That was an amazing.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. It was really fun to like make it. You know, Arjun and I, we just tried to kind of be little like news reporters. You know, kind of just show like what's going on in the volleyball game. Although we didn't get that, there were a lot of clips. I'm not gonna lie, there were 70 individual clips. So it was really hard to put all of those together. But overall, that is just a small look at like what it's like at the volleyball games and how spirited our school is.
What was your favorite memory from that?
Oh boy, that's a good question. Honestly, I think when we won and we all just kind of like flooded the court and then just got pushed off a little bit. But I mean, it was really fun. Just like it was amazing watching like the volleyball team like with such an amazing season. They worked really hard, and just seeing them win was just it was amazing. It was amazing, and I'm really proud of them.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
And it will just a reminder to anyone who's listening that Dr. Imperial will be speaking soon at 1:15. So if you really want to listen to him, you should come down now.
Yeah, we got people watching this live stream, but the real action is here on campus.
Yeah.
So come out and support. Dr. Imperial is a great speaker.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
What's your favorite Dr. Imperial speech, Taryn?
Oh. You know, sometimes my favorites are when we don't do the summer reading. We don't do the summer reading. And just those are my favorites, those talks every time we come back from school and just.
But you should do the summer reading.
Well, yes. I mean, like, be like us, academic weapons, and do the summer reading.
Oh, keep going.
Keep going. Yeah.
Thanks, Brother Dan.
Oh, the dancing.
Oh, the dancers are out right now. Some of our finest talent here at St. Mary's.
Is this an SDA? Yeah, this is one of the calls of St. Mary's National Honors Dance Society.
So if athletic.
Dance.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So if athletics aren't your thing, we got plenty of performing arts here at St. Mary's that are super fun, as you can see.
We have several friends in it, and they're doing amazing.
I like their shirts every time. They always have like a cool shirt.
Oh yeah.
And they also perform at rallies and during performances, dance art performances, and they're always really
Yeah, well done, NHSDA.
And we've got a dance video.
Oh,
We do.
we got a dance video coming up
As
to
they are
give you a
done with
little
this.
taste of what dancing is.
parking? Max. Look at you, Mr. Ricardo Sanchez. Want to help us torment? Visit Mr. Lou. No, like over that way. Stop talking. You're gonna dance. I should play something for the camera while we're here.
And it appears that the band is performing live right now. Let's head over. James.
Good job, guys.
Oh my gosh, we got a great jazz band here.
And that's
at St.
another
Mary's.
example of a performing arts here at St. Mary's that you can take it as a course with Mr. Nguyen.
Or Mr. Filson,
or
yes.
Mr. Filson, yeah. I think jazz is with Mr. Filson.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Looks like they may have an interview.
Oh, they have
Ooh,
an interview
an
ready?
interview with the band. Oh my God, this is so exciting.
Tommy and Jacob are out there getting interviews. So
With James?
with James, yeah, we'll have an interview with James right now.
Awesome.
Jacob?
And Jacob and Jacob. James and Jacob.
James
Over to you
Ruiz.
guys.
Wait, no, they haven't
A
started.
Senior, a fellow senior here with me. What do you think about St. Mary's? What do you think people should know about St. Mary's? It's pretty cool. Anything else? What about the academics? It's good. It's good. That's about it. That's about it.
What do you love about the band?
I love the band. I don't know. It's cool.
What about you guys?
I like the band because I like to see all the new faces and all the curiosities that they have, and they all want to learn. And Filson uses that.
Who's Mr.
utilizes
Filson?
that. Mr. Filson?
They don't know who anybody is.
It's like he's a jazz band director. He's great. He's very talented. He knows how to work with us, and he makes everything work. That's great.
Anything else? Okay, we're gonna come over to Luke. Luke, what do you love about this band?
I've been here for 3 years, and it still like challenges me, but it's still like, you know, I can improve my music in some sort of way. Like I went into it sophomore year, it was kind of difficult, but there's still like this kind of learning curve that's like I think addressed to all people. Like no matter if you're like a beginner or like an expert, you know, you're still gonna find some ways to challenge.
Mhm.
And then I think it's a nice growing kind of point where you can kind of teach people coming into the band, you know, how to play, and then you know it's like a cycle. So that's what I really liked about the jazz band. Pretty good.
Let's go, Luke. Let's go, Luke.
I would say, right?
Anybody else? You too good? You want to? You're good.
Good.
All right, we're all good.
We're all good.
Bye, Tom.
Thank you to the band. Thank you, jazz band.
Bye, Luke. Perfect.
I think that's all.
Is this gonna be more announcements?
No, it was live stream.
Oh, wait, is that? Oh.
All right.
Thank you, jazz band.
And Jacob.
Yes.
Yeah. If you want to listen to more of our performances, all of their performances and other musicians can be found on the school webpage and on the YouTube channel, which you are right now here.
Yeah, check out the St. Mary's YouTube channel.
Yep.
You'll see other performing arts as well. Our theater department is great. Both Mark and I have been in plays at St. Mary's. Always a very fun bonding experience.
This year they did a production of Cyrano de Bergerac.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. So yeah. So and this year, the spring musical is going to be Grease. So that'll be really
Auditions
fun.
are actually happening next week, right?
Yeah, next week.
So good luck to anyone who's auditioning for that.
Yes.
And if you're curious and performing in future years, know that there's a fall play and a spring musical every year, and there's a lot of opportunity. The theater department always wants more actors, so if you're new, that's okay. You can always join in. Yep. And I believe, do we have...
We have a Footloose.
Yeah, we have a Footloose.
We have a video from last year's spring musical,
Footloose.
Footloose, which was such a fun time. So much fun dancing and music. So that should be coming up next.
We're gonna throw it down. We're gonna throw an awesome party that's gonna knock someone right off its tracks.
So that was
so
just
beautiful.
a fun little taste of last year's spring musical. There's much more to come this year.
And fun fact about another previous musical, Mamma Mia is the most watched video on our YouTube page. Yeah.
My sister was in Mamma Mia.
Fun.
That's so cool.
And we have another interview.
Oh, another interview.
With we're currently on standing. We're with Eddie talking about brown bag lunches.
Awesome. Over to you.
So, what do you think what is a brown bag? I would describe a brown bag as like a collective school event at the school during lunch, where part of a community. I led growing up being Latinx, and then we have multiple. So we have growing up being LGBTQ+, growing up Black, African American, or dealing with loss, growing up with. And these events are student led, but with teachers to just like facilitate and help out if anything happens. And I led the growing up Latinx, and with that, there was a lot of students turn up, both
Latin people trying to speak out how they felt, and also bystanders who stood by and like what I had to say and what my other peers had to say.
Why do you think they're so important to the St. Mary's community?
I think it's very important to have stuff like brown bags at a school like where the minority is definitely a minority. Only 13% I think is Latinx at the school. So I think having representation for these people and for other communities as well is important for other students who may not be a minority to listen and to actually have a deeper understanding to what is like what is it like to live as a person.
Yeah, they're a great opportunity for everybody.
Yeah.
People who support them as well. It's not just the people part of those groups.
Oh yeah, of course. There's a lot of student turnout that are just like I said.
It's a great perspective. Like I joined the Latinx one. It was a very good perspective. It's something I didn't really get to see.
No, yeah, a lot of people like. So at the end there's like a reflection part where people have like a flashcard to like say like what they learned or just a comment or like a question for later on. And I had those flashcards and all. It was like a lot of positive responses. Not a lot of questions where that like they felt a connection even though they were outside of the group, which I thought was really important because there is a lot of intersectionalities between these communities.
Yeah, they're all great opportunity. And back to the live event.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you, Jacob and Eddie.
That was
a really
great.
good, important part of the St. Mary's community is the brown bag lunch.
Yeah.
I was like by Miss Walton and Mr. Ricardi
Alright,
and
that was
the
good.
community, which is a same
That was
project.
actually good though.
And now we want to talk a bit more about the next activities happening on campus.
Let's
At 1:45, we're going to have a building community at St. Mary's.
Speaking of brown bag lunches,
Yeah.
this is the perfect opportunity to learn more if you're interested. We also have teacher time and interdisciplinary initiatives with Dr. Troy Ani coming up very soon.
And at 1:50, we'll have a St. Mary's Lasallian mission with Mr. Puck and Miss Nunley.
Yeah, we saw Mr. Puck walking around in the background of that interview. Hopefully we'll get him live very soon.
And at the same time, we will have Miss Molinelli and Mr. Fowler.
Very good.
We'll talk about student life.
Ooh, student life.
A lot of things, yeah.
Lovely.
Dawn.
Well,
Taryn, what is your experience with student life?
Student life, I mean, well, I've had a great, very involved with the student life. But like on campus, it's been great. I mean, it is a pretty relatively small community, so lots of familiar faces around. But overall, my experience has been very, very positive. Lots of friends. I mean, there's so many different personalities on this campus, so everything is just interesting. Everywhere you go, you're gonna have really interesting conversations with different people. Lots of, diverse like I said, different personalities. So everything is just exciting on this campus with so many different people, and I just had a really great experience. How about you guys?
I know for me, I had a different sort of experience because I transferred to St. Mary's sophomore year during the height of the pandemic. All of the classes were on Zoom, and it was a really weird time, but the St. Mary's community is so welcoming and open and full of spirit that I definitely felt like I was a part of the community once we got back on campus. So that is definitely something I'm really appreciative for about the St. Mary's community.
Yeah, I would say for me, it was really fun. It was the fact that I really got involved into student government during junior year, and I wasn't involved at all previously, and it felt very welcoming. It was very nice that knowing that if you want to be a part of it, community and trying to help the community grow, you can always find a spot.
There are so many opportunities for engagement with clubs beyond student government. I know I'm one of the editors of the school newspaper, the Panther Press, which is really fun. It's super open. We get a lot of different people from different grade levels writing.
It's always fun to read, open your email too.
Yes.
Every issue.
What clubs are you a part of?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm on, student government, of course, track team, that's more athletics track.
Yeah.
I am in part of SALT, where we help out with services, service opportunities. Circle SM, where we help out with incoming freshmen, at orientations and all that fun stuff. Just I really like being involved in the community, whether it be like just helping it get better or, you know, just like those little things. It's really fun.
What about you, Mark?
Similar clubs. I think a few clubs that I'm also involved in is also Outdoors Club. I'm co-president of that.
Ooh.
We do a lot of fun things like beach cleanups, and we're hoping with our college counselor to, because there's no seniors on the garden this year, we're hoping that the club will help the garden flourish with our local college counselor. Also, I'm part of Outdoors Club, which is amazing because we get to like ski and do a bunch of fun hikes, and I always love that.
Sounds fun.
What kind of trips have you gone on with the Outdoors Club?
In freshman year, I think one of my favorite trips was the Yosemite trip. I went there instead of going to homecoming that year, but I think it was worth it because we had our own homecoming in Yosemite.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
There are lots of opportunities to travel at St. Mary's. We also have E-Week every year in the spring. Opportunities to travel abroad or stay here and do fun activities around the Bay Area.
We have a few clips of E-Weeks, right, Over Dad?
We have a highlight video of all the groups that went last year.
Ooh, awesome. Let's take a
look
look
at
that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Enrichment Week is such a cool opportunity. What did you do last year, or what are you going to do this year?
Well, last year I got the opportunity to travel with just me and my mom to South Carolina to check out colleges, like go on some college visits, which was really fun. And then this year, or like this upcoming year, I will be going to Prague Vienna and Krakow. I don't know. That's how you
Yeah,
pronounce it,
yeah.
but
That's what I like.
yeah. I'm going with Dr. Troyani, so that's going to be really fun. 3 countries in a week. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited.
Yeah, St. Mary's has a lot of international trips that you can go to.
Yeah.
And we have...
Taryn has to head out, so we are going over live to Mr. Nguyen over in Studio B.
Hi, Mr. Nguyen.
Hey, it's going pretty good. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do at St. Mary's and why you love it?
Sure. Well, I teach all the music classes here, all the band courses, and also all the vocal ensembles that we have. So we have beginning band, intermediate band, symphonic band, modern band, advanced jazz ensemble, which actually Mr. Filson teaches, and then chorus. So as you can see, there's a lot of different courses that we offer here at the school to highlight all the different talents that the students have. And so my job is to try to exploit all of that and try to bring that out for them. Yeah.
And when do you hold your performances?
So we have our performances at the end of each term. We have 3 concerts a year. There's a fall term music concert, the winter music concert, and the spring music concert. And each concert is going to be a little different, so depending on which ensemble meets each term. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Thank you, Mr. Nguyen, for stopping by.
No worries.
That was very good to hear.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, we have what's coming up next. Is anything?
It's 1:30 right
it's
now.
It's 1:30 right now.
This is currently footage from Bechet Center, which is where we normally eat lunch during. You can eat lunch here. And this is also where we have our kitchen. Currently, I think they have some snacks set up, so if you really want snacks, you better come
on down. Yep. Get off this live stream. come to St. Mary's.
We want to minimize you. And get them here.
Yeah, no, the Shea Center is a great place. You can get, beyond just like lunch, you can stop by for snacks during break or after school, which is really awesome.
Yeah. Speaking of food, do we want to talk about some of the footage we filmed here with chickens?
Yes. Well, here at the communications team, we do a lot of fun, different segments for the students that we air on live morning announcements, and one of our segments is called Spicy Ones, and it's one of our favorites. We
started by Aiden and Lucas a while ago. And we interview teachers while giving them spicy chicken wings with different ranges of hot sauce. To hopefully have the heat get the truth out.
Exactly.
We actually have one from this year.
From this year that me and Mark did.
Yeah, with our performing arts
teachers.
Performing arts teacher, Miss Davy and Miss Paulson.
Yeah.
Dan, do you want to roll?
This tastes awful. Try it. Smell bad. Come here.
Good morning, St. Mary's. I'm Mark.
And I'm Molly.
And today we have a very first Spicy Ones video of the year.
We are joined today by 2 very, very special guests, everyone's favorite arts teachers, Miss Paulson and Miss Davy. Are you ready to get spicy?
I'm a little nervous. Yes, sure, I'm ready. I'm always ready. Ready to go.
We want to start with a question without any spice.
What was your favorite performance that you've ever done?
I was a showgirl. And I was a mermaid for like 4 years in the show called Splash.
Everyone loves to be a mermaid.
Yeah.
So when I was living in LA, Prince has this nightclub, and there's a kind of monthly performance that happens, and so it's called Glam Slam. And so I did that, and it was pretty amazing. So yeah.
Shall we start on the spice?
The first spice we have is something called mule sauce. It's going to be the lowest intensity.
Very delicious.
It's all right.
We have to eat mules now too? Yep. Okay, I'm sharing, hold on.
Yeah, COVID safety, guys, COVID safety.
All right, we going in?
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
Kind of sweet.
So, we got to hit you with your first question.
Yep.
Spicy question.
Have you ever had any experiences with ghosts?
Oh my gosh, yes, I have my name Dolores, because the light's never on, except for when Dolores wants the light to be on.
I have like lucid dreams.
And she responds to Dolores.
I am aware that I'm dreaming. I can control what is going to happen in my dream.
Then, the light, without me touching it, fuck off. Now we have disconnected that strange thing because we're afraid that it might be a fire feature. It has moved to my television.
I'm telling myself, make this happen, and then thus it's happened.
She speaks to me through sound.
I have an awareness that this is not real flying.
So Dolores is in the TV. I believe there's dream weavers, literally, who people you can like connect with spiritually and be like, hey, you were just in my dream, or dream jumpers. I don't hop into other people's dreams because it's not polite.
Our second hot sauce is Dave's temporary insanity.
Ooh, temporary insanity.
I'm not a big fan of this one. Oh, and it's hot. Okay.
Spicy.
All right, this is full mouth burns. Well.
The worst on or offstage mishap you've ever had.
Wow. Here or elsewhere?
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
I think as a dancer, you always have like some sort of errors that happen in live performance. There's a lot of running into one another. Oh, you are watering. Costume mishaps. Next costume, it was like a skirt and stuff. So I had tights on, but I forgot to put on like spandex or, underneath that. It wasn't until afterwards, after performing and then taking off. Oh, right. So that just happened.
I dislocated my pelvis. The beautiful Hannah, and I do my little passe to go up and come down the stairs. The lip of the shoe catches on the stairs, and I fall into a man's table and into his lap. But it's one of the things that almost ended my career. I did a dance move, jam, and I land in the hole, and I go, and I tore all 5 ligaments in my ankle. Did a thing once, I did a grand jeté off the edge of a stage and didn't realize how far down it was. Tore the other side.
All right, the last spice we have is the bomb. It is beyond insanity.
Okay, ready? On your marks, get set.
Teeny tiny bit.
My dip is bigger than your dip. Can I bring it?
That's rough.
Oh, I'm just,
Why do people like this?
My mouth hurts.
Last question. Which 2 faculty members would you take with you on the apocalypse?
Oh, Dawn's coming. We would have the best time.
Oh my God, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And then the second one would be Filson.
Yeah.
Because A, he's pretty badass. I don't know if I can say that. 2, he'd probably scare the living
bejesus out of anybody else there.
3, we would have a really good time.
We would have a great trio too, because we have 4 shows. Yeah, I like that. I like your answer. Yeah.
We could, plus we're like, we could talk about our feelings.
Right.
Hi now. Thanks.
The spice apocalypse.
Okay, it's getting. I'm starting to cry.
I've been crying since I got here. Come on.
I needed a good cry today.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I'm healing now from all of this. This was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Hey, we should like hang out.
Yeah, sometime more often. Yeah, I think so.
That about wraps it up for our very first episode of Spices.
Bye, Colin. This is a milestone.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and we we will see you next time.
Did you sample it?
Some more.
No.
Oh, you should definitely.
You guys should give this a shot.
Chicken?
Thank you.
Yes, have a chicken.
Which one is the hottest? This one.
That's good, right? I don't like spices over like burnt, like even with like Thai food and Indian food. Yeah. Very first episode of Spices.
That was hard to watch. That was
traumatizing.
That was a traumatizing experience. Do not eat the bum hot sauce.
It's bad. Anyways.
Don't do it.
Anyways, we have a few more things happening at 2:15. We have the parent panel in the auditorium.
Woo. Exciting.
Make sure to come by.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, get off the live stream and get down
Come here in person.
Next, we also have...
We have academic support and learning differences with Miss Panlilio in the auditorium. Good one to stop by.
Mm-hmm. And again, we have a building community at St. Mary's at 2:20 with Miss Walton and Mr. Riccardi.
Yeah.
All about the brown bag lunches.
And then we have What is Epistemology at 2:20 with Mr. Sutphin, a really interesting topic. I would definitely recommend going.
Mm-hmm. And we have an informational session on freshman course placement with Ms. Molinelli and Mr. Lawson at 2:30.
And yeah, and the admissions process with Miss Payne in Frades.
Can't remember if I showed that already.
That's right.
Yes, we did see this one.
Thank you. And 2:40, we have Academic Vision, Success, and Goals from Performance to Mastery with Dr. Imperial in the auditorium.
And finally, we have at 2:40 the freshman experience with Mr. Filson, Mr. Lawson, and Miss Panlilio in Frades 323 and 325.
And speaking of, we actually have a bit of footage of what it's like being a freshman at St. Mary's during the freshman orientation this year, and previous years as well.
Yeah.
So, if Brother Dan, you want to roll the clip.
Most excited for meeting new people and continuing sports and starting classes.
What I'm excited for on the first day of St. Mary's is to meet new people.
I'm most excited about meeting new people and finding a new path for myself.
I'm excited about playing athletics and sports in the future of my high school at St. Mary's.
I remember vividly my first day at St. Mary's when I unfortunately was late to school and had already planned on stopping at my locker and putting all 7 periods of books and binders in my backpack. But running late, I decided to go straight to class, so I remember running up the hill to the band room right behind me here with my clarinet because I didn't want to be late for Mr. Filson, my first period of advanced band. It was quite an experience.
For high school, I'm excited about meeting new people, meeting teachers, and creating bonds with everyone, and just being in like an environment who encourages school spirit.
I'm excited for a new environment and to be around new people, and I'm excited for the academics at St. Mary's, and I think it'll be a lot of fun.
What I'm looking forward to in high school is the sports and meeting new people and teachers.
What I remember most about my first day of being a freshman at St. Mary's was all about my locker. This was my actual locker, 466 right here. And I felt very special because it was on the top, which I was happy about, and it was one of the bigger lockers. But I remember being so nervous about that I was gonna forget the combination. So all morning long in the car and when I was coming to school, I was rehearsing the combination over and over and over in my head because I was so afraid I was gonna forget it and I was gonna be so embarrassed standing there not being able to open my locker on the very first day. But of course it was fine.
So, some things I'm really looking forward to at St. Mary's is the sports teams. I've been practicing basketball over the summer and I'm hopefully gonna do tennis and volleyball here as well as the academics. My old school, I was really into science, and I hope to continue that with St. Mary's help.
Something I'm excited about going to St. Mary's is definitely meeting new people from a bunch of different feeder schools and just overall having a good high school experience in a new environment.
I'm excited about meeting all the new people at St. Mary's.
I'm excited to make new friends and join the Salt and Bakers Club, as well as participate on different sports teams such as the cross-country team.
My favorite memory from my freshman year, which seems so long ago, was the Mother-Son Dance. It was me and some of my best friends that I'm still best friends with to this day. We were having a great time, lots of laughs, a lot of great moments that were made that night.
I'm excited to meet new people, and I'm excited to be in a new environment with new people that I don't know. And I'm excited to learn with all the great teachers here, and excited to have a lot of fun.
Okay, I'm most excited about meeting new people.
My first day at St. Mary's, I'm really looking forward to meeting all the new people, my new classmates and new teachers that I'll be with for the next 4 years.
We're wrapping up our first hour of open house. It
Woo!
was wonderful.
We did it.
Me and Molly are about to switch off of the main table and have Jacob and Tommy here for the next hour.
It's been lovely talking to you guys. I feel like we know each other so well.
So much.
But
all of you.
All 12 of you.
Yeah.
So yeah, we thanks for. We'll still be around interviewing people, but it will be Jacob and Tommy taking care of you from here on out.
Should we show Task Teacher?
Oh yeah, let's. Well, while we switch off, let's show one of the fun little segments that we do here on Morning Announcement. We call it Task Teacher, and we set the teacher's crazy tasks to do for the entertainment of the students.
Let's look at the pumpkin one.
The pumpkin. Okay, that is number 4,
Number 4
of this most recent edition of Task Teacher.
The Halloween edition.
Yes, we did it during Halloween.
Yeah, that's why it's not on season right now.
Right,
but it's okay.
exactly. But it's still fun to watch, I'd say.
Yeah. Barbara Dan, do you want to show it?
I'll show one of them.
Yeah,
okay,
it might not be the pumpkin.
It might not be the pumpkin one.
It'll be a fun one though.
Yeah, all of them were amazing.
Thank you all.
Watch out, coming through.
Oh, hi. I don't even know what this is.
Trick or treat. Maybe Mr. Sutton's got one.
Guess all of the candy in this bowl. You'll receive a point for each one guessed correctly. If you take off the blindfold or attempt to look into the bowl, you will be disqualified.
You will receive a point for each one guessed correctly.
You must say trick or treat before you take a candy from the bowl, or you will be disqualified. Most candy guessed correctly wins. You have 2 minutes.
Your time starts when you put on the blindfold. You guys are crazy. Okay.
Miss Burns, just make sure. How many fingers am I holding up?
None.
And I'm supposed to eat this.
You're not.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just supposed to.
Is on the top, which you can't read anymore. So it's up to you.
This is a granola bar. That's not candy.
You do not have to try everything.
Granola bar.
Nature Valley granola bar.
This is one of those granola bars, Nature Valley granola bars.
This is Pop-Tart.
I don't know what it is, and it's not very good.
Pop-Tarts. I'm gonna hope they're cinnamon brown sugar, but they're probably something bad like strawberry.
Ooh. I don't know, it's some cookie of some kind. Chocolate chip cookie.
Great. This is candy. These are Starburst.
Jolly Rancher.
Trick or treat, Hershey's milk chocolate.
And the taste.
Trick or treat. Oh, this one's hard. This feels like a Twix. I'm just gonna go ahead and guess.
Trick or treat. Do it. Twix.
I'm going Twix right away. This is tiny. Ooh. Twix?
Ooh, this is a candy of some sort. It's like a... These are M&Ms.
Trick or treat, M&Ms.
Trick or treat, M&Ms.
M&Ms, chocolate, plain, trick or treat.
There's a candy bar of some sort. That's a Milky Way. I think. Hold on. It's not a Snickers. I think that's a... Ooh, no, that is a Snickers. That's a Snickers.
20 seconds. Snickers.
Mushy, square. What's mushy and square? Trick or treat? I don't know. It's some chocolate thing. Snickers.
30 seconds.
What is this? Oh, what is that called?
What is it called?
It's it looks like a lady finger. No, what is that called? It's called a,
I don't think many people know what ladyfingers are anymore.
No, I know what this is called. It's called a,
10 seconds.
God, what is that called? It's like oranges with a white on like finger on top.
3, 2, 1.
I don't know.
Ding, ding, ding.
Hello, and good
St.
afternoon.
Mary's.
I'm Jacob.
And I'm Tommy.
And we are other two members of the Panther Communications crew. The other is Colin. He is not here with us today, but this is the other two. We have Mark and Molly. They're going to be doing a few interviews before they head out. But yeah, this is who we are.
So why did you join communications team, Jacob?
Well, I've been doing it for a long time. Me and Mark were a part of the production club, which we just helped behind the scenes, and now we're more on camera and doing more of our own projects like Task Teacher. If you were watching, you probably saw me sitting there, and you edited that one, didn't you?
I did edit that one we just saw, and soon I think we can switch over to an interview with Mr. Pacheco.
He is a freshman Faith in the Modern World teacher. My brother has him.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yes, I loved his class, and yeah. We can switch over
when
soon.
they're ready. They're ready. All right. Enjoy the interview.
Okay. Are we live? Mark? Are we live?
We live? Yes, we're live.
Hello. Hi, everyone. We are here with Mr. Pacheco. Why don't you tell us what you do here at St. Mary's and why you love it?
Yeah, so hi everyone, my name is Mr. Pacheco. I'm a religious studies teacher here at St. Mary's. I'm also the moderator for the K-pop club, and I also help with our inclusive community brown bag discussions, and I'm a retreat coordinator as well. So I help with the junior retreat and the senior retreat here at St. Mary's.
Awesome. What do you want people to know? Why they should come out to this open house? Why they should come to St. Mary's?
Yeah, I would definitely say if you're not here right now, you should get here as soon as possible, because we have our amazing faculty standing out here ready to answer your questions about our school, and also kind of tell you why we're the school to go to compared to all the other Oakland Diocese schools. So if you're not here yet, make sure you get here. But if you are able to come, what I will say is St. Mary's is probably one of the most diverse campuses, and we are so grateful to have our student body be here on campus with us to help show our students who are visiting what it means to be a Panther. And so if you're not here and you can't make it, we do hope that you come and visit us in our campus tours, do the shadow visits, so that you can get a feel of what it's like to be here at St. Mary's. Thank you, Molly.
Tommy, Jacob.
Yes, they are. Thank you, Mr. Pacheco. One thing that you mentioned that was interesting to me was the retreat. Retreat is a very fun opportunity we have here at St. Mary's. Me and Tommy both went on the same senior and junior retreat.
Oh, and junior retreat.
Yeah,
Yep, that's right.
both very fun. What do you think was your favorite part about the retreats?
Oh, I just loved, we always go far away for our senior retreat, went to the Russian River. It was just a beautiful environment. I mean, we were right on the river. We had a whole lodge where we could look over the river and a whole bunch of time to reflect. We had this like 2-hour period of just silence. That was crazy. It was just all of us in the lodge together, silent though.
It's a very good thing to do, especially going into college and stuff. It was a good time to think about what you like and what you want to do going forward. And I would recommend everybody do it. We went up to the lodge. I was owned by the brothers. A very great place to go, and I would do it again if I could. But
I would definitely.
A lot of the greatness comes from it being a surprise and not knowing what you're going to do, and being pleasantly surprised what you have to do. But yeah.
Yeah, it was a great break to have.
Great break.
From,
Oh God.
From schoolwork.
I love school. School's great.
I love school.
I love school
too.
here at St. Mary's.
This school, it doesn't feel too much like a school.
No.
Which I do like.
You know.
Should we switch over to Mark and Molly? I think we may have a interview going on.
No, I think they're just filming.
Oh, they're just having fun.
They're just having fun. Yeah.
Oh, or are they?
Or are they?
Distract.
We'll see. We'll distract who? Yeah, there we go.
Oh, you guys are live.
Alright.
What
Welcome.
are you talking
So you're in theater now?
I am.
Who are you in theater now?
I was Roxanne.
What are you going to do right now?
What we're going to do soon?
Yeah.
We're doing Grease next. As
Okay.
our winter musical.
What's your experience with theater?
I have absolutely loved it. It's given me like so much just connection to the community, and I've been able to meet so many amazing people, and it's gotten me out of my comfort zone. So overall great.
And other than theater, how would you say you're involved with St.
Yeah,
Mary's?
it is. I'm involved. I run a club. I run the Bakers Club, which raises money. Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
Which raises money for our twin school, and I also just do events like these to help get involved in my community.
It's amazing. She won the Italian Student of the Year last year, which is yes, Bronwyn is amazing. Of course. Back to you, Jacob.
Talk about art. We can talk about some stuff.
Well, as Bronwyn said, she's the leader of the Bakers Club. And there's so many different ways to get involved here at St. Mary's. I am part of multiple clubs. One club I'm part of is the Outdoor Club that we do a lot of fun stuff. We went to Yosemite for when was it? It was right after a retreat too, so I was very busy that weekend. But it was for a couple, like 3 days. The Outdoor Club.
2 or 3 days, yeah.
With Mr. Kelly, he and Dr. Wesley, they run the club, and it's a lot of fun. Do a lot of things, a lot of interesting things. Obviously, another way we get involved is doing this and all the segments and being live every morning.
Being live every morning. It is fun.
It is fun.
It's definitely fun. There's a lot to do on this campus. Brown bag lunches, all the clubs are out.
There's always something.
If you want to help out, there's Circle SM, who you'll see.
Would you
just
actually be
around
interested in
campus.
like going
Besides
in
coming
because
like,
that would be better audio, I think.
And there we go.
I think
Just ask you like what do you do?
there's always something to do, and we always have the time. We have mandatory study to do it. Also, Wednesdays and Thursdays there's a designated time to have club meetings, do clubs, and do homework and work, and you really try to get the best use of that time. You're not really supposed to use your phone or anything. It's just like an hour or so to go to your club to do work and
it's
be prepared.
It's a literal period that you get just in the middle of the day to help you relieve some stress. You can go talk to your teachers. We should actually talk about A block. A block is something that I don't hear other schools do, which is where
it's essentially study hall.
It's a study hall where you come after school, and for an hour your teachers will stay at school and you can come in and work with them, work with your friends, ask as many questions as you want. And I get a lot of work done.
Yeah, it's one of the best resources us as students have. You know, it's a really good opportunity to get one-on-one with your teachers and make sure you understand a subject, you don't get it. There's also tutors. You can sign up to get a tutor, like an upperclassman or someone who maybe not necessarily in the school, who will sit down with you during that time to help you. There's also the Learning Lab, which is new, which is essentially an A block without teachers, with student volunteers. A lot of seniors are a part of it, and they're there just to help you if your teacher isn't unavailable, or you just want a different voice and a different perspective on it. Yeah, there's many different ways to receive help if you seek it out. Sports never start before A block, so A block ends at 3:30 and no sports will start. So it's very much designed to be there for the students and have as little interruptions as possible. But that is A block.
Yeah, and if you ever need some counseling help, we do have counselors. Everyone will have a counselor here.
Yep. for us seniors, we recently have our college counselors who are a huge help with
Oh yeah.
figuring out all of the minutia of college apps. We recently had the UC and CSU deadline, November 30th, so they were very busy right up to the end there. I remember I saw you in there at like 4 or something.
Yeah,
How long were you there with Ms. Shubin?
I was there till like 6 or something.
Yeah.
Just working on my stuff, but the teachers are super accommodating here. They understand like that we're in high school, and they do give a lot of work, but I mean, as you get into the higher classes, but they know what the curriculums are, they know how they are, and they know that people need help, and they're always there to help.
Yeah.
Which I love.
They're always accessible, very approachable. You know, they're all really good teachers. I don't think I've had a really standout bad teacher. I think they've all been good. You know, yeah. Another thing we can touch on is the retest policy. Me personally, as a student that goes here, I don't know how I could have passed any of my classes without that retest policy.
No. Oh no.
I'm not saying that I did bad or anything.
Oh no.
But I'm saying that most every test you can retake if you meet the requirements and you have done your work and shown that you just kind of did bad on the test and you have another chance. And it's a big stress reliever because you don't feel like you need to cram and study all of that first test. You have another chance and opportunity if you need it.
Yeah, the policy is called, I think, rigor with redemption.
Rigor with redemption.
So what that means is, if you're thinking people are going to be trying to play the system and be lazy for the first test and then take the second test, the way it works is, just as Jacob was saying about requirements, if you want to retest, you will usually have to submit extra assignments. You will have to complete a new study guide, go over the test with the teacher, which is what we do for chemistry with Dr. Wesley. We will have to go through the test that we messed up on with the teacher. And
it's designed to help you remember and do better on everything you can. And in events coming up, we have Miss Payne, the Director of Admissions, in room 313 at 2:30. And then we have the parent panel at 2:15, starting very soon, in the auditorium. We said the admissions process with Miss Payne, the Director of Admissions, probably the best person you can talk to for all that stuff.
Definitely. If you see her, talk to her. And then we have a parent panel at 2:15 p.m. start in the auditorium. And as we mentioned, academic support and learning differences with Miss Panlilio and Dr. Imperial in the auditorium.
Miss Panlilio is one of our counselors, as we were talking about earlier.
And it's not too late for people to come join us.
And it's never too late. Open house is still plenty of time.
There's a lot of events going on.
A lot of events. A lot of student involvement. A great chance to talk to the students themselves. You'll see them in the white sweatshirt, white cardigan, and they're there to be talked to and to see how they enjoy St. Mary's and what they like about it, and maybe get advice about how to start off. Because like one of the biggest things is, of course, like we talked about A block. They'll tell you to go to A block. That's there's a lot of opportunities here for students to get better. All right, and we're gonna cut to a segment that me and Colin did at the orientation freshman year for the freshman orientation way back before school started. So let's cut straight to that.
Hello, St. Mary's. My name's Colin.
And I'm Jacob.
And today is freshman orientation, and we are going to be interviewing freshmen, teachers, and whoever else is here. Let's go. Who are you guys?
My name is Christian. I'm CJ.
I'm Franklin.
My name's Ari.
My name's Arlo. Tori, Sophia, and Marisa.
Do you guys play any sports?
Yeah, I play basketball.
Basketball.
That's great. And what are you guys looking for Word 2 at St. Mary's?
Just new experiences and meeting new people.
Definitely playing basketball. Meeting new people.
Favorite vegetable?
Vegetables? I hate it. Avocado. Peppers. Wait, no, that's a fruit. Peppers. If avocado was a vegetable, it'd be an avocado.
It's not a vegetable.
What about favorite fruit?
Favorite vegetable?
A carrot?
I knew she'd say that.
We're here with Mr. Purell. Would you like to introduce yourself, Mr. Pirro? All right, fabulous. We're here with wonderful Vice Principal, Ms. Monelli. How are you doing today, Ms. Monelli?
Great. How about you?
I'm doing fabulous. Thank you for asking. Who's your most favorite new teacher?
I can't answer that. They're all amazing, but there's one of them that I've known since she was in high school.
Okay.
So
We have our answer, St. Mary's.
What's your favorite part about Dr. Imperial?
my favorite part is that he always has a vision, a forward-looking vision for the school.
Do you ever read his emails?
I read every single one of them because
That's good.
he quizzes us on them. And by the way, he's going to start
Really?
quizzing you guys on them too. When you get an email,
Sure, Mr. Filson, the Dean of Students. What do you think of kids who are scared of you?
I think they have no reason. I think it's an unfounded fear. I'm 5'10", 190.
You have the voice of a drill sergeant.
I do have the voice of a drill sergeant. Is a genetic freak on my mother's side of the family, and thank God because I use it to my greatest advantage.
Have you ever been out of dress code?
Have I ever been out of dress code?
Yeah.
I was always out of dress code in high school, but it was all boys then, and nobody cared.
So you're saying you were always out of dress code?
Well, there wasn't really a dress code to be out of. We had kids that would come to school in bathrobes.
Did you ever show up in a bathrobe?
I did not. Toga, yes. Bathrobe, no.
Okay. Last question.
One time in a Speedo,
All right.
but that's a long story.
All right, last question. Did you fall, or is that thing a permanent feature?
Did I fall?
Yeah.
Like, did I fall on a chalkboard and like get
Maybe,
a face
yeah.
full of chalk?
Well, you know.
All I'm gonna say is my wife likes it. So as long as she
I like
likes
it too. I
it's
think
gonna stay on my face.
It adds to the scary drill sergeant vibe. Did you read Prisoner's Geography?
Yeah.
Be honest, it's okay if you didn't.
Yeah, I read it like 3 times.
3 times. You should know it down pat. What about you?
I only read it once.
What is Sykes-Picot?
It's the line.
Did you guys read Prisoners of Geography?
Yeah.
What was it about?
Geography.
And that was our first real outing
Yep.
as the
Yes, it
communications team. It was a great opportunity and a great start to our experience here. One thing we talk about a lot is the summer reading book, Prisoner Geography. I remember that. It comes up. All the summer reading comes up throughout your year because I'm taking Latin American history this term and we are using it again. We used it in geography freshman year. It does come up, so it's good to read it. I think the whole point we were saying that many people do, but it's really good. I like the book though. When I read it,
Prison
I thought it was very
Geography,
interesting.
It was a while ago for us.
A long.
Because we're seniors and every year it's a different book, but I remember they definitely are interesting. The teachers know that it's not easy for us to read during summer, and we probably might not want to, but in that way they account for that by at least making the book somewhat. They are entertaining.
One of the things you're introduced to is annotating. Our favorite thing here at Simmer, where it's like you don't read it, you take notes in the book, and it's a very useful skill, especially as you get into the higher levels of reading. Being able to access quotes really easily and on demand, and not having to rummage through the book or reread a major portion. It's a good way to capture what you're feeling, how you've analyzed the book in the moment, and it's very useful to know how to do.
I love that personally. When I'm reading for Riccardi's English class sophomore year, reading like Hairdresser Ferrari, it's a narrative and you get to go with the character, and when they fail, you feel it as well. And I love to like document what I'm thinking, like right in the moment. Sometimes I'm writing like or I'm like, oh, I hate this, or I hate that person. But it's a definitely good practice to get into before college, because as we're looking at college, I hear a lot of note-taking, a lot of reading in college. So yeah, it's a great practice to get into.
It's a great way to practice reading comprehension. That's a big thing as you get into it, is knowing what you're reading, not just reading it. But as we turn to the camera, you can see Frady's Hall to the left on the screen there. That is where you're going to take in most of your math classes, English.
Math,
I think that's really it. It's just math and English. And on to the right, that's Murphy Hall, right?
Of course.
That's Murphy.
Course.
Yeah, that's
I
Murphy.
think Murphy.
I know
where
what it is.
Sciences are.
Science and language.
And
there are a few language classes. Spanish is there. Spanish and French.
And French.
Yep.
You have the options of taking Spanish or French when you come into the school. And actually, they are mandatory for the first 2 years.
Yes.
Recommended throughout. I'm taking a 4th year of language, but it's not necessary.
Really? What language? Spanish?
Yeah, 7-8. I'm taking Spanish 7-8. I know the numbers. ¿Qué pasa?
¿Qué pasa? Don't tell me you don't know. Tommy?
Yo no sé, pero me gusta español. Me gusta español y I wanted to learn more.
I wanted to learn more.
I love
yeah.
I love the language.
I wanted to learn
I
more.
love the language.
Fun. Yeah. I
the
took it for 3 years. I think, yeah, I'm not taking it this year, but I definitely took it last year. You know, it was Spanish. I like Spanish. It was definitely very interesting.
Yeah, I didn't take French, so I'm not sure how the French is, but I know Miss Mahoney. She's very nice.
Yes.
And
she was on that task teacher video.
She was on one of our task teacher videos.
She is. She's a yes.
She loves Kermit the Frog.
She loves Kermit the Frog.
Loves Kermit.
Very evident when everybody walking in a room. Just a lot of Kermit.
Yeah, there's Kermit everywhere. Actually.
Yeah, but she is the only French teacher, and we have 3 Spanish teachers. We have We have Becerra, Sakowitz. We have 4. Fernandez
and
Dr. Troyani.
Dr. Troyani.
She teaches AP, right? Or does she?
I had her.
She teaches 5-6.
I had her for 5-6 honors.
Yeah, 5-6 honors.
That was.
But she is the dean of academics, so she's very busy with other things, and she teaches Spanish as well.
Let's go ahead and have you introduce the student leaders team in a special carpool karaoke.
Okay. So the student leadership team did a carpool karaoke with all of them. I think there's 2 groups in this one. Colin is there too. I think he was just kind of there.
Very own.
Colin, you're gonna get plenty of Colin. Yeah. So our student leadership team, this includes Taryn that you saw earlier, all the rest of the sports people with Devin, Arjun,
athletic director,
Tori,
yep,
and then
council.
the student council with Sophia and
as our
Marisa.
co-presidents,
Yeah,
Marisa as
co-presidents, our vice president. And Jonathan, our secretary.
And this is all stuff you can get involved with. I mean, these are all seniors, so you will have to build your way up to it.
Jonathan was their freshman year. Jonathan and Devin were a part of our freshman student council. And yeah, I think Sophia was as well. I think she subbed in for someone as well. Yeah. So let's cut to the carpool karaoke.
Carpool karaoke.
So I think we should go.
Wait, Sophia's calling you.
Oh, let me answer. Hey, Soph, what's up?
My car broke down and Marisa and I are stranded in the St. Mary's parking lot. Can you come get us on all
We're there. Hey guys! Welcome to our carpool karaoke for your 2023 student council. I'm Sophia. I'm a co-president.
I'm Sophia Jackson. I'm the other co-president. And I'm Marisa. I'm your vice president.
And I'm Yoni.
She's really good.
Hello. We are your spirit athletic directors.
Okay. We'll cut back.
Yeah, we'll come back to that, but
perfect. You can pause.
Currently, there's
Mr. Brew.
the dance performance.
What's up? Not here.
The NHS dance.
We can say that. Oh wait, can they hear us?
Yes.
Oh, this is NHSDA, National Honors Society.
National Honors Dance.
NHSDA, National Honor Society of the Dance Arts.
Dance.
This is a club that you can get into.
Yeah, they dance during rallies and important games like homecoming. They'll come out for halftime and do a very well choreographed singing dance along with the cheerleaders.
And yeah, there's a, what am I thinking about? The dance showcases, there's dance showcases, there's theater. And so let's talk about the arts really quick. This leads into, there are 4 arts, or maybe 5 arts that you can take when you come into St. Mary's.
As a freshman, you can take art.
You can take visual art, which is mostly what you'd conventionally think of drawing and such. There's beginner's theater, which I personally went into and loved. Jacob, you went into
I went into band.
You went into band. He went into band. Talk about that.
Band. I played the saxophone with Mr. Nguyen, and if you're here for earlier on the stream, we did an interview with him. Yeah, you come in as a freshman, and there's no real pressure if you already know how to play, and you just got to play whatever you want to play. it was a lot of fun getting to know people through music and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Were you a beginner when you came? Or
I
have
wasn't
you
a
played?
beginner, but okay, this is actually a big thing. If you're going into band, make sure you look out for a audition, because I didn't know about it, and I already been playing for 3 years, and I got put in beginning because I didn't know about. Yeah, I missed it. I didn't know about it at all. So make sure to look out for that if you are going into band. But I didn't. It was fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a funny thing for me. It's a little embarrassing that for Spanish, I took Spanish for 9 years at the Madeline right before this, and I didn't test into anything, so I went into beginners.
Oh yeah.
And
those placement tests. Yeah.
During summer, I think you should look out for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we're gonna head back. We're gonna continue on with carpool karaoke.
I'm Taryn. I'm Tori.
I'm Arjun. I'm Devin.
Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy.
Let me talk to.
What's our goal as a student council?
We're going to improve the communication between the student body, the exec team, the student councils, and the administration.
Yeah.
And we also want to make sure we have more fun games and activities that all of us love to make sure that we go out with a bang this year. We've had a lot because of COVID and everything, so I think we deserve it, guys.
On a rail.
Why do you guys want to be ESPN athletic director?
Because I love the spirit here at St. Mary's. I'm trying to make it better. And also I love athletics. I'm trying to make it better, you know.
Arjun?
You know, it seems to me the community is a big part. So, you know, try to build it with the spirit and athletics. Yeah.
You know, personally, I want to, you know, help bring the school spirit, you know, have a fun year this year and be turned like 25-8. I'm gonna have to agree with everyone here, you know. Spirit, it needs to be like up there. Have a lot of fun. You know, we can't be lame at like rallies and stuff. And I think we got a perfect team for that.
This one is for the boys with the boom system, top down AC with the cool assistant. When you come to the club, you be blazing up. Got stacks on deck like you're saving up.
I cannot do.
Keep our bottles on together, right kind of man.
Siri, get directions to Taco Bell near me.
Can I get a Baja Blast, please?
What you're looking for has been here the whole time. If you can see that I'm the one who understands you, somebody
Can I get two Baja Blast, please?
Yeah, I want it that way. Tell me why.
Oh my god.
Oh, know you love me. I know you care. We're just friends. What are you saying?
Who's driving? Is it Taryn?
Yeah.
She's not only at the road.
When I was 13, I had my first love. She was so amazing, and now my heart is breaking. But I just keep on saying,
That's it. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
we love you.
That was a good one. Yeah, that was extravagant.
Extravagant.
Yeah, they were really driving there, really having a good time on the road,
a great time.
in the cars. Yeah.
Okay, so
be sure to show up because it's never too late to catch a tour of the campus with one of our many student leaders, student ambassadors.
Just right now, 2:15, we have a parent panel talking about some parents who are highlighting their child's journey at St. Mary's, the challenges, the community, their personal parenting journey, and you should come along to the auditorium. There's plenty of time to still come along. And in 5 minutes, we have What is Epistemology?
What is epistemology?
With Mr. Supfin.
Yeah, I think that's a big question, especially seeing that on your transcript and seeing what is epistemology.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, very, very interesting class. One of my favorite classes with Mr. Palladino. Fortunately not here anymore, but definitely a lot of good memories there.
Yeah, it's definitely a different class from the usual. It's epistemology itself is a study of what thinking is.
Yeah.
And there I got to learn a lot about my biases and what can help me as I study and as I hear different people's perspectives, because of course we are a very diverse campus here.
Yeah.
And just understanding how my biases,
different backgrounds.
Yeah, it just helps a lot with understanding other people, and other classes. Gave me a lot of a more open mind.
I think one of my favorite, well, in junior year you take, it's more of discussion, but sophomore year it's more like learning about it. I think my favorite subject was procrastination and learning why we procrastinate and doing things like that. I still think back to that as I learn about it, as I procrastinate continuously.
As we still procrastinate.
Yeah.
But less than before.
Less than before.
Yeah,
but it's definitely a very interesting class, and one that I look forward to. All right.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about the arts a little bit. I wanted to continue on
with that.
Talked about dance. We didn't talk about dance. There's dance as well.
We
talked about band, theater, visual arts, and then there's dance. And yeah, these are all the 4 you can enter into.
And you need to take them for 2 years before, like if you, let's say you're not very interested in it, you need to take it for 2 years, and you can transfer out of it into a new elective. And there's plenty of electives, just like outside, there's computer science, Brother Dan actually teaches. I'm taking, this year I have 3. I had psychology, I had Latin American history and Islamic history.
Yeah.
I already took psychology, that was good.
Yeah.
And I have Latin American history now, and then I'll have Islamic history with Dr. Imperial teaching. I hear that's fun with having him as a teacher.
I have him for economics right now. It's a great class so far.
Yeah.
We haven't progressed too far, but
it's only been the first week, yeah.
Yeah, but we've already gone through a lot actually, surprisingly, and I hear good things about the class. People tell me that it's very application based, where by the end of the trimester, because it's only 1 trimester class. By the end of our trimester, we're gonna have bank accounts set up, each and every one of us, and we're gonna be set up.
We're gonna be ready to go.
We're gonna be ready to go.
Economically sound.
Sound, that's right.
Yeah.
Talk about what you guys are wearing.
Oh yeah, we get special sweatshirts made. We as part of the communications team, we get special privileges, including custom made sweatshirts.
Tailor made sweatshirts. Sewn.
They're very similar to other ones, but there's this little text right here actually.
And recently we have new arrivals to the Panther Gear store.
Yeah, Panther Gear store. We actually have a brick and mortar establishment here now.
A new one.
Yeah.
And we have new hoodies coming up here. You take that one. There's a red, and
saw Molly wearing this one earlier.
And this is I think oatmeal colored.
Oatmeal,
which I love.
I love
and of course, we have our own versions, which say Student Leadership Communications Team, of course. And we actually have a video by Panther Store advertising and
having them explain it to themselves. These are the ones who made the store, and here's their advertisement for it.
Hello, everyone. Did you know that we have a Panther Store? Today, our job is to make sure that you do.
After spending the last month and a half revitalizing Panther Gear availability, website content, and creating an on-campus store, we are excited to introduce it to y'all. Follow me.
Every day, A block, the Panther store will be open. We have many types of clothing, ranging from hoodies, full zips, quarter zips, t-shirts, and different size headwear.
Welcome to the Panther store. Don't forget to stop by. If you can't make it in person, visit our website. You'll find the link at the front of the website.
Luke. Yeah, Luke.
I hear him.
Yeah, and that was the Panther store. What you saw was Mary at the beginning, Gideon right after her, Donovan, and then Brandon at the actual store. And that is their senior project, and this is our senior project. Every student at the end of senior year has a chance to do senior project, which is something they do for the entire year, and they present it at the end of the year, a little presentation to the younger classes during their C block, which we'll talk about later too. They haven't. Yeah. We have time. First period as a senior is time to work on it, and there isn't any actual classes for that first and third trimester, and you get a chance just to work on it and really make it something special, something you're passionate about, and something you work on and build up over the course of the year. Many people do cars. Last year when they did their senior project presentations, they were about, someone built a car basically from scratch. Someone put like a real engine in like a Prius, I think. It Very good. But you know, there is no real restrictions to it. Anything you're interested in, you can propose it to the teachers, and they will prove it and help you go through it and help you get the steps to do it. There really is no limit to what you can do with the senior project. Of course, ours is doing this, and we do it all year long. All year long.
Wrong is right. And this Panther production, or their Panther store, this is their senior project, of course, and they even built their own website on the school page. If you want to see it on the front page, you can find it, and it's well. Actually, let me talk about their experience. I talked to personally Gideon and Brandon on the team, and they tell me it teaches them a lot about business, about marketing, about building a website even, which they helped Mr. Rao build, and of course designing the clothing and putting everything up. I mean, coming to games like volleyball games and selling their stuff. It's very creative, and it's stuff that you can get involved in.
Yep. Oh, and it seems we have an interview.
We have
with
Mr. Marks.
Mr. Marks.
We talked about the religions here and
religious classes. And here
we have Mr. Marks to talk about.
Hey, Mr. Marks. Hi, Mr. Marks.
Hey, Jacob. Hey, Tommy.
Hey.
How you doing? So, what do you teach here at St. Mary's nowadays?
Nowadays. So I'm part of the religious studies department as well as the philosophy department. This year I'm teaching social justice, which is a junior and senior course in religious studies, and our sophomore epistemology class. In the past, I've also taught faith in the modern world, scripture, does religion matter? I think that's all of them.
So you teach freshmen and you teach almost all the classes at some point, right?
Almost, not quite.
Yeah, not quite, but a lot of them. Do you see a lot of growth with all the as they go through the years here at St. Mary's?
Oh, interesting question. I think yes. I think I could say, I mean, thinking of you two, your experience over the 4 years and your growth and depth. Yeah, one of the things I love seeing, having the opportunity to teach younger grade levels and older grade levels, is seeing that evolution in students' thinking and skills. And some kind of trajectories that I might have predicted, and others that kind of surprise me. People who have other interests that develop over the years, and they bring those interests and experiences into the classroom and ask a lot of fascinating questions on their journey.
So I think a common question that parents might have is, why religion at this school? Why do we need to take religion? What if we are not religious? So what do you say to that?
Fantastic question. Obviously a foundation as a Lasallian Catholic school. It's part of our tradition, it's part of our heritage, it's part of the way we hope to live joyful and loving lives in the world. So there's that practical element that's part of our identity as a school. More broadly speaking, philosophically, the world's a little crazy, right? There's a lot of things going on, and I think our religious traditions are not perfect. But I think there's something that it has to offer us, some wisdom to how to deal with the challenges of our world. So how to live with compassion, how to live with complexity, how to make the world a better place. Grounded in love, and I think our religious traditions have a lot to offer in that respect.
Another big tradition that you handle here at St. Mary's is the retreat, especially the senior retreat.
Indeed.
Me and Tommy were talking about it earlier, but how would you why would you say kids need to go on the retreat?
Man, I love retreats.
Yeah, they're fun. That's fun.
I think the thing for retreats with me, whether I'm leading them or participating in them, is to see my own life and the world around me with fresh eyes. The world and our lives and all of the things we have to do, it keeps churning ahead, whether or not we're thinking about it or prepared for it.
Yeah.
And retreat is an opportunity to pause and say, who am I? Where am I going? Who is God in my life? Who are these people around me in community? And I think it just sort of, we don't retreat. Like retreats, it's like you step away from day-to-day life, but it's not to escape day-to-day life.
Yeah.
It's to fortify our spirits so that we can return to day-to-day life with hearts and minds a little bit more open to what we're experiencing. And and they're a whole heck of a lot of fun.
Yes.
I laugh a lot on retreat, and did with you guys on Journey
Yes.
45 a couple months ago.
45.
Which is hard to believe that was 2 months ago. It
That
feels
was 2
like.
months ago?
Yeah.
You're lying.
Yeah.
That's not true.
I don't like that.
Mm.
Retreat was so fun.
Yeah, retreat was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Is there anything else you would like to say? Anything you would like to say about St. Mary's that hasn't been covered yet?
I'm just impressed getting pulled into the room to do a little interview, and you guys going off the cuff, asking thoughtful questions. You should be hosting your TV show. You should have your podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Spread your message to the world. I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Mr. Marks. That was a great interview.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Oh,
Thanks
yeah.
everybody for watching.
We're watching. All right. And it is now 2:30, meaning that we have some more things. Some more new events coming up soon. I think let's see here, at 2:40 we have the freshman experience in room 323 and 325 with Mr. Casey Filson, our Dean of Students, Mr. Jay Lawson, our math teacher, and also a big coach here. He does a lot of running, a big varsity track coach. I don't know.
Yes.
I think he's definitely involved in cross country. One of the bigger coaches here, Miss Andrea Penlilio, who is, of course, a director of guidance counseling. She's the director of guidance counseling and learning specialties. So Miss Penlilio has a kind of special job. Usually we get assigned our counselors through alphabet. Like my last name is Wegner, so I got Miss McConnell, who deals with the latter half of the alphabet. And our freshman year, you could either have her or Miss Duckett. Miss Duckett unfortunately passed away. Very sad loss there, but you either got one of the two. But if you had like a learning disability or like ADHD or some sort of special need, you would have Miss Penlilio, who specializes in accommodating your needs, making sure you have extra time on not only St. Mary's tests, but maybe the SAT or the AP tests. That's what she specializes in, accommodating any special needs a student might have.
Yeah.
And anything else?
Yeah, for the equality of students.
Did you have Miss McConnell or did you have?
I had Miss McConnell.
Yeah, Miss
who was
McConnell.
our other counselor.
Yeah.
Who I think you have as
I
well.
have her as well, yeah. I have Miss McConnell. A great counselor. I'm not too sure who the other counselor is currently.
Miss McConnell?
Miss Tansy,
And
yes, Miss Tansy. Yeah, Miss
is
Tansy.
our other one.
Yeah. Yeah, you have that counselor all 4 years, but of course, as you become a junior and a senior, you talk much more to your college counselor, and very busy, very busy time for seniors. But of course, after all of that, you can do. Right now, we're kind of breathing a sigh of relief now that UCs are done, and a few more Common App stuff. But we are really on the wind down for us seniors. But senioritis is hitting hard. Senioritis.
Jacob wants to leave, man.
I do and I don't. That's the thing.
Do and I don't.
I kind of want to leave,
scary.
but I kind of don't want to leave everybody I know now. It's been really 3 years because of COVID, but we've already been through so much, and it's going to be such a radical change from what we've gotten very used to over these 4 years. Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly, even in COVID, I had a great time.
I know I did too.
Because somehow I was still able to learn, maybe not as much, but they gave us wellness opportunities.
Learn differently. I don't think
yeah, definitely learn differently. Yeah. We still had, tests. We still had the normal stuff going, and when we got to come back, it was a great experience, and that the teachers handled it well. They knew that people might have wellness issues. A lot of people struggled during COVID, but our counselors still helped. Even during COVID, we still had activities even a little bit on Zoom. They did a theater production on Zoom.
Yeah, we did our band concerts on Zoom. What we did was we recorded ourselves playing, and then Ms. Nguyen or Mr. Munlar or one of the tech people here at St. Mary's edited it together, so it still worked. But COVID was definitely an interesting time. I remember I had Mr. Lawson. Mr. Lawson had his whiteboard up, and they definitely did very much try to keep it familiar and interesting in a way. But of course, there was classes like band that were very, very hard to do. But props to Mr. Nguyen, he definitely did his best with that. Yeah.
speaks to the adaptability of the school and the care that the teachers show. Even when we're in rough times, they still understand, which I definitely love about this school.
They're very understanding. They do kind of know what you're going through. I think Mr. Rogers especially. I've had a couple talks with Mr. Rogers, the AP Gov and AP US History teacher and jumping coach and cross country coach. He's been through a lot of. He's been here for a while, and he's seen a lot of seniors come and go. He's had a lot of people come back and share their experiences, so he knows a lot of the minutia of it. And one thing he said is like, some of us might be stressed now, but when you look back on it, you don't feel like you should have been stressed at all.
It always works out.
It always works out,
and
it's just like there's a lot of good teachers.
Yeah, we can talk about the APs here. I personally didn't take too many APs. If you're worried about it might be. I was nervous to take APs, and so I didn't.
Which APs did you take?
This is my first AP actually this year. I'm taking AP Environmental Science.
Yes, with Wesley.
With Dr. Wesley, and it's actually not as bad as you would think. If you're nervous about APs, I'm telling you honestly, after not taking them for 3 years, they're basically the same thing as a normal class.
Oh.
But
there's more expected of you. There's definitely more of a responsibility of it. The AP teachers don't treat you as just younger students anymore. They treat you as if you know what you're doing, and that they trust
really.
you. They don't hold your hand through it. They're definitely harder, I guess. Like there's more things you need to know, and you're expected to know more. I think that's the big difference. Is you're just expected to know more than if you were to do it standard or honors. But yeah, I do recommend taking them. I have taken AP Push with Mr. Rogers, AP Lang with Mr. Pearson junior year, and I'm taking Gov with Mr. Kelly now, and I'll have Mr. Rogers again next term. And then what else do I have? Can't remember. Oh, I have apes with. I have apes.
You have environmental science.
I have apes.
You do.
Yeah. I have another one. Well, I have AP Calculus with Miss Payne. Miss Payne.
You have AP Calculus?
Yeah, I have AP Calculus with Payne.
That's a tough one.
That is a very tough one. It's a very tough one. But it's a good class, especially with Miss Payne.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. What else is there to talk about? What else is there? We talked about a lot.
We talked about language. We talked about the arts. We talked about APs, wellness.
What else is there to talk about?
Yeah, we could talk about sports. I personally ran cross country freshman year just before COVID happened.
A lot of people did, yeah.
A lot of.
Remember,
you ran cross
I did
country.
not.
I swear.
I remember though.
Jacob.
I remember
He's
though.
lying.
It's not happened to me, but I had a friend. who ran cross country, and he got lost.
Oh.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yes,
I'm not gonna say his name, but he was doing cross country, did like a meet, and he was running, and he went down the wrong path. There was like a fork in the road, and he was all alone at some point. And he went down the wrong path. Poor Mr. Riccardi had to run and go find him. Oh my God, he never did it again. I think he just quit right there. He's so embarrassed. He took the path less traveled. That really speaks a lot to the CalPERS student here at St. Mary's. Yeah, but definitely a lot of sports. There's a lot more sports than I thought there were. I didn't even know cross country was a sport until I came here.
I never expected to even be on the team, but then people were like,
I think cross country and track are cut sports. You don't get cut. They're mainly just for you to improve. Like I did track, and it's good. I got to meet a lot of new. Yeah, I did track. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Got to meet a lot of new people that I hadn't really got to meet before. My coaches, I had Mr. Sudfin. He definitely did a lot with him.
Yeah, he'll make you run. Yeah, definitely.
Make you run. Hardly runs himself, but he'll definitely make you run. I hate that guy.
But yeah, there's a lot here. There's football. Football's doing great right now.
Football did really good this season. They went undefeated in their entire regular season, which was definitely a big change from last year. But we have definitely a good football team now.
Yeah. We have basketball. We have volleyball.
Volleyball did very well as well. I think you saw a highlight way earlier on in the stream But yeah, there definitely was the highlight video of their championship game. Yeah, it was definitely a lot of good sports. What else? There was women's golf, I think, did good. There was women's golf.
Oh, yeah. Golf teams did great.
Golf team did great. Last year, the men's golf team did really good. I think one of the seniors, Marlon, already signed to the Spartans. Oh, no, was it the Spartans?
Yes,
the Spartans, yeah.
In San Jose State University.
They already signed. They had like the whole background, and they had him actually sign it. It was very cute.
They had a ceremony for him.
I think JR did Fresno State.
Fresno State.
Yeah, and I can't remember.
And there were some others as well who were signing.
There's a few others as well, but very good sports program. And another dance performance.
From NHSDA.
NHSDA. They're a club.
They are a club. I think there are requirements to get into NHSDA.
I don't know. I wouldn't know.
I would not know either, but it's one of those clubs like National Honor Society, which is without the dances, it's something that you can get a certificate from, where colleges can see it, and it's if you get your GPA, if you keep your GPA at a certain level and you get enough service hours, you can get a certificate that colleges would love to see, and there's a lot of opportunities like that on campus to make yourself shine for the next level, which is college.
Yeah.
And this is a college prep school.
College prep. Yeah. So, comment on that. I think in general the classes are harder here. So even if you take a normal class, non-AP, non-honors, it still is like a tier above what you would take normally. So, and that shows.
Got Miss Mahoney.
Miss Mahoney, right now?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Miss Mahoney.
Hey, Miss
Hello.
Mahoney.
Here for an interview?
What can I do for you fine people?
I think we're gonna give you a little interview.
Stand for
Talk to you.
an interview. Okay, Miss Mahoney.
So start with what do you do here at St. Mary's?
I teach French and senior project. Am I in the right spot?
You can move a little bit this way.
This way?
Perfect. You're perfect.
Perfect.
Right there.
Okay. And I also moderate the Creative Writing Club and the school newspaper.
Oh, so talk about senior project, because I think that's one of the things that's very unique about St. Mary's. How would you describe senior project?
An opportunity. Senior project, all students at St. Mary's have a senior project, which it takes the place of one of their classes senior year, and they get to pursue an individual interest with the guidance of a faculty member and an outside mentor. So some students do things like learn a craft or pursue arts. In other words, learning how to sew or crochet, or pursuing an art interest at a higher level. I have a student who is an excellent illustrator and is exploring animation. Some students learn how to code.
Wow.
There's a wide variety of things. Some people fix cars.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Whoa.
All
right.
Always a few car.
What else can I do for you?
Have any questions?
Talk about the French here. Talk about the languages you'll take here at
French
St. Mary's when you come in.
We offer both French and Spanish. Both of them are open from the very beginning level all the way up to the advanced placement level. And students who complete 4 years here speak beautifully.
Yeah.
And talk about the clubs you are moderating.
I'm in the world of words, so I do Creative Writers and the school newspaper. Both are writing based. Creative Writers is an opportunity to kind of play with some poems and stories and share them with friends. And newspaper, we are looking at what's going on around campus, what's going on in the world, and then some fun stuff like food and fashion.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Anyone can join that?
Absolutely. And we are a great bunch of friendly people.
Yeah.
And copies of Panther Press are on the school website.
They sure are, as is Paradox, the Creative Writers magazine.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Paradox.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And you guys do surveys and such as well.
Oh yeah, we try to get student voices involved in the paper because
there's a World Cup survey. I think
we do have a World Cup survey. Who's your pick?
Well, I would have said USA, but.
Well.
You would have said.
So sad, no. You would be out. And you?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Anybody other picks? Other picks? Predictions? Oh.
I mean,
Nobody has the courage
Not
to
even
call the
entirely
World Cup. All
I
right.
don't know.
Anything else?
I think that's all we got. Yeah.
Well, as always, thanks for being you. Best announcement people ever.
Yes. So true.
All right.
Thank you
Oh,
very
I'm going to
much.
get some hate mail for that one. Oh, no.
Who? Yeah,
But I do love you
or
guys.
some in Victoria. Yeah, maybe those guys will have an offense to that. All right, well, thank you, Ms. Mahoney.
It's been wonderful working with you. And
Yeah.
Back to you, Mark.
Back to you, Mark.
Thank you.
Who has the microphone?
Yes.
All right. Let's cut to one of these. Let's do something like this. What is
Yes, there are lots of videos here at St. Mary's.
that we've done, yeah. We can do an inclusive community video. It's a very big part of St. Mary's. There's a very large movement here in the inclusive community. Usually student leaders will interview teachers of the same, or just about a certain topic. I remember Edgardo from earlier did a lot of during Latin American History Month, Filipino History Month, LGBTQ+, all that kind of stuff is big here. Yeah, inclusive community is a big part of it. Yeah, throughout year round, all constantly doing other things. But yeah, I think there's a video play. Yeah, video. Yeah, see, let's watch that video.
Let's watch.
Let's watch it.
Over 40 years ago, Brother Michael Collins, who was the principal of St. Mary's College High School, brought me into his office and informed me that he was eliminating all clubs and programs and curriculum that divided individuals, that he wanted to create programs and opportunities where students can come together, learn about one another, and celebrate it in the true LaSallian tradition. So there have been many programs and many celebrations and things over the last 40 years that have been very successful at the school. Our challenge was to continue building this program in today's world and responding to the fact that students wanted to be able to have a voice. But we also felt it was very important that they have a set of ears to hear what other people are going through.
People are doing more to separate us than to bring us together. And as a parent, as an educator, as a Catholic, I knew that we can't continue to do this. We have to find a way for our children to be global, inclusive citizens. And I really feel that it came out of that need. Inclusive community at St. Mary's is St. Mary's. It is where everybody has a place, everybody feels safe, everybody feels seen. It's where we all feel respected. It's where you can be male, female, Black, Catholic, Latina, where you can be yourself and still feel loved. Last year's group kicked off our Brown Bag Lunch series, where students would have a place to talk about what it's like to grow up with a specific identity in America. This year's group has continued on with the education piece. They have also taken the brown bag lunches to a whole nother level. And we have about 3 or 4 a month. And the format of these are, if you identify with that particular group, then you go and you discuss some of the topics and things that are coming up around that identity. And then allies who don't identify as that still come, but they sit around the edges and just listen and learn how to be an active listener and how to be a better ally. Inclusive community, we're the education piece and the values and how we fit into the LaSallian core principles. And celebrating cultures and traditions, that's exactly what it is. It's time to celebrate. And so when we work together, an example is the Festival of Lights that we had. We made sure every table, meaning inclusive community, had literature and information about the education of each holiday, like Diwali, Advent, Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa. And then celebrating cultures and traditions made sure there were food that represented each table, music, the decoration. I lead a group of seniors for their senior project who help design each year what the Inclusive Community Initiative is going to look like. So last year's group spent a lot of time on helping to build programming. So for Women's History Month, having a celebration at the end of the month, or playing trivia for St. Patrick's Day, but then really understanding the educational piece to all of these amazing holidays or amazing events. For Latino History Month, doing a celebration at the end of the month, in addition to lifting up and celebrating different people who identify as Latin American. Or in Black History Month, it's about celebrating the culture. We know that there have been a lot of awful things that have happened with each group, but around this month, that particular group wanted to lift up and celebrate people who identified as said group. Last week on the school announcements, one of the students talked about Brown versus the Board of Education for Black History Month, and talked about what that meant for the civil rights movement, and then also infusing that into their spirituality. So working closely with ministry, and how does being inclusive represent the message that Jesus wants us to live, and so allowing the students to see that connection as well. I think also just knowing that we have an inclusive community initiative makes a lot of our students feel really good, welcomed and included, and I hope that they are able to walk into any room, regardless of what it looks like, and feel comfortable in themselves and their morals and their beliefs. That they can sit down next to someone who has completely opposite beliefs than them and truly listen. I mean, that's the big problem in our world right now. We don't listen to each other. We just have our own beliefs, and that they listen and they're able to have a conversation and to get involved, and not just to get involved in their siloed groups, but to get involved together, to make change and to help one another. I hope that they remember going, as a Catholic, going to the student chapel, which we do, and for our Rosh Hashanah celebration, and understanding that you don't have to be Jewish to partake in that, but the fact that you're showing up and being an ally is so important, and sometimes that's all that people need. So I hope that this really teaches them how to be tolerant, how to be allies, and how to be loving.
A lot of good memories in that video. There's a couple clips of us during freshman orientation. It's weird thinking back all the way back then, but you know, it's definitely good memories back then. You know, I think we had 2 terms before COVID hit, so we really get a good chance to talk to each other at that point, starting off school. Yeah. I think one thing that we haven't talked about yet is the library. Mr. Thomas down in the library is always doing something. I've had a couple classes in the library. He's always putting books around, you know.
We have a huge library.
Yeah.
For a high school,
library.
I think it's pretty big.
At the public, there's printers. I've printed so many papers on those printers.
All the time.
Yeah, over the years. There's a lot of good research in there. During A block, or study period, it's completely quiet in there. It's a space for you to work. A lot of desks set up. Bean bags are there. A lot of places to sit and stay dry when it rains. I think the Shea Center and the Shea Trash Cafeteria and the library are the 2 main places you would go, just to be somewhere outside of.
A lot of people go. Yeah, a lot of people. You just come after class and you can just go there and work there for. I think it's quiet for an hour. Then after that, you have collaborative time.
Yeah, and then you have collaborative time. Yeah.
Where you can work with your friends. I personally spend most of my time doing homework there. As far as being on school.
Yeah.
I usually go to the library. There's computers everywhere, so you can finish your essays, you can finish your homework just right there, and talk with your friends.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a great place to be.
Is that the Panther?
That's the Panther.
Are we visited by the Panther?
Here is
the Panther.
The Panther.
The St. Mary's Panther.
The St. Mary's Panther.
You have to ask Panther yes or no questions.
You have to ask Panther yes or no questions?
Oh,
is it? How hot are you today? Is it pretty hot today? It's pretty hot. Yeah. Yeah.
How are you liking the open house?
It's good.
Is that big?
It's pretty good.
Is it big?
It's a fabulous.
Do you have a language?
You have a language?
You have your own language?
No, he does not.
Oh my gosh.
No. The Panther.
Huh.
What do you say the
This is a
Panther?
Panther. What?
He's gonna head out of here.
Oh,
Panther's
okay.
very busy.
Yeah, Panther's really
very
busy.
Super glad he can stop by. Signing autographs.
Yeah, he is signing autographs. I have a whole wall in my room dedicated
The
to
St.
Big
Mary's
Panther.
Oh, did you know
my Panther?
You know that fun fact? Speaking of Panther, that the director of the Black Panther movies graduated from here. Can't remember what his name was.
Ryan Coogler.
Ryan Coogler, yeah.
I was just looking at it the other day.
Yeah.
He did come here.
He did come here.
That's a flex.
That is a little St. Mary's fun fact.
St. Mary's fun fact. He went here. You search him up, Ryan Coogler.
Yeah.
Go into Wikipedia. I know Wikipedia, but you scroll down a little bit. Woo woo.
I don't think he got inspiration to make it from being a Panther here.
Oh,
at St.
from being a
Mary's,
Panther here at St.
I don't think there's any correlation, but
whoa.
yeah. You never know. You never know.
You know that's definitely possible.
It's definitely possible. But yeah.
Maybe the Black Panther is
Quick
here.
fun fact. Yeah, maybe the Black Panther is here. But yeah. The Panther.
The Panther. Oh yeah.
Let's go ahead and wrap it up.
So we're gonna wrap it up. We're nearing the end here. The open house will continue on for a little bit after we end the live stream here, but
you can still come along and look around.
There still might be able to catch a few students and ask some questions if you would like. Well, I think we'll be here for a little bit longer, helping out, helping clean up. But other than that, I think we have another video to show right before we're out.
And
bells.
Oh, the bells.
The bells.
Oh, the
of
bells.
St.
Yes, the
Mary's.
bells of St.
We're
Mary's.
gonna show you.
This is the alma mater. Is that what it's called?
Alma mater.
Is that it?
I
Right
think
below
so.
That's what it's called. Yep, that's
That's
what it's called.
we sing.
The alma mater. Whenever sports events, after rallies, during rallies. Like liturgies, we sing it. At the end of a major school event, we sing the bells. It's something that you get to know over time. I know I know the lyrics. I didn't know it freshman year, but now I do. I know it now.
I think I know
All right.
it too. Yeah.
Let's cut to the bells.
Let's do it.